Hello, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday with Maple Tree Cancer Alliance. Whether you're newly diagnosed, undergoing treatment, or in recovery, this conversation is for you. I'm Miranda, an exercise oncology educator, and today we're going to talk about interval training. Following our conversation, please stick around for some gentle movement. The information in this video is for educational purposes only, and it's important to consult with your medical team for more in-depth guidance and advice. So, what is interval training? We're talking about boosting fitness through alternating intensities. It's a form of physical training that involves alternating bursts of high intensity effort with low intensity recovery. And it can be applied to cardio, strength training, or sport specific workouts. Let's discuss the components that make up interval training. First, you have your work interval, which are your short bursts of high intensity exercise. Your recovery interval, which are the low intensity or rest periods that still involve movement, and the number of repetitions. So, this is going to be the number of times your intervals are repeated. Typically speaking, it'll be a work recovery pattern. And then you have the intensity and duration at which your work and recovery intervals are going to be set. These are going to be tailored to fitness level and goals. For example, interval training on a treadmill may include a work interval of a higher grade or faster speed, while your recovery interval may be set at a lower grade or slower speed. We're going to go over the two most popular types of interval training, which include HIIT and SIT workouts. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. This involves intense bursts of effort with short recovery times, where the work interval is going to be about 80 to 100% intensity. And this type of training is much more suitable for a wide variety of people and has even been shown to be safe in clinical populations like people with cardiovascular disease or diabetes. However, it's important to keep in mind that when working with clinical populations, a HIIT session should be much more carefully prescribed. SIT training is sprint interval training. This involves maximal effort sprints where the work interval will be 100%, sometimes more, where it exceeds 100% intensity. And this is going to be appropriate for well-trained or conditioned populations. So let's go through an example of interval training together. Here we have an example of a high-intensity interval training or HIIT workout where the work interval is a 30-second sprint and the rest interval is a 1-minute walk being repeated 8 times, giving you a total time of 12 minutes, excluding your 5-minute warm-up and your 5-minute cool down. So to dive in a little bit deeper, the speed at which you would be sprinting for that 30-second duration is going to be specific to each individual. And that first bullet point here where it tells you the work interval and the rest interval amount of repetitions is really where you can customize your interval intensities and the number of repetitions to best fit your fitness level. So what are some benefits of interval training? First and foremost, it will increase your cardiovascular fitness by increasing your body's ability to consume oxygen, making your heart and your lungs stronger and more efficient. It burns more calories in less time. As we said above, it improves oxygen consumption, which can affect your body's ability to burn fat in a positive way, resulting in a higher calorie burn. It also improves endurance and metabolism, and it can be very time efficient. If you can reduce your moderate exercise of 30 minutes to 15 or 20 minutes of interval training, then the cardiovascular benefit should be about the same. So interval training allows you to accomplish the same amount of work in less time. Is interval training for everyone? And is it right for you? So interval training is suitable for most fitness levels as long as the proper modifications are made. However, it's really great for athletes, busy professionals, and those who have weight loss as one of their main goals. Now, if you're a beginner and you would like to start interval training, some tips to help you get started include using a shorter or a less intense work interval paired with ample rest at a number of repetitions that you can comfortably complete. Once you've noticed that your maximal heart rate during your sessions has started to decrease, and you start to become less fatigued, gradually increase your work interval by time or intensity. I don't recommend doing both at once. And then continue doing that while tracking your progress, making small adjustments appropriate to what you can physically handle or by recommendation of a professional. Some tips for success. First and foremost, always include a warm up and cool down that's appropriate to the exercise that you're doing. Focus on good form, especially during your high intensity periods. Stay hydrated and get ample rest in between your sessions. And as always, make sure you're listening to your body. Some risks and considerations to keep in mind. First, it can be intense for beginners or those with health conditions to start interval training. So if you have health conditions such as heart disease or high blood pressure, you may want to talk to your doctor before starting interval training or any new exercise program, especially if you've been relatively inactive until that time. Also, you do run the risk of overtraining if your workout is not balanced with the right amount of work and rest involved. Also, it's important to keep in mind that if you're unsure, it's always recommended to consult with a healthcare provider. Thank you for being a part of our conversation on interval training today. I hope the information that we've covered has brought you some clarity and comfort. Your health and well-being are what matter most, so please continue to take care of yourself, stay informed, and remember that hope is always present. Now, let's transition into some gentle movement to further support your journey.
I'm Vanessa, your exercise oncology instructor with Maple Tree Cancer Alliance. Welcome to week 10 of our 12-week progressive HIIT exercise program designed to increase your energy as well as your muscular strength and endurance. This week, you'll need a pair of dumbbells and something to elevate your heels like a book. During each exercise, remember to keep your shoulders back and engage your core the entire time. Don't hold your breath and never push to a point of pain. The following exercises are meant to be pain-free. If you experience any pain from these movements, please skip the movement or stay in a pain-free range of motion. Let's get started. Let's begin with a quick stretch. We're going to reach up tall, do a full body stretch. With both hands together at the top, let's lean over to the left side. Good. Back to the middle, over to the right side. Awesome. One more time on each side. Back to the left. And back to the right. Awesome. Let's do a quad stretch. You can find some wall space or a chair if you need some extra balance. You're going to put your foot in your hand. Heel is going to come to your bottom. Knees stay pretty close together here. If you want to challenge your balance, let's try to not hold on to anything. Stretching out our quad. Good. Let's switch. Left hand, left foot. Heel is to your bottom. Good. All right, let's do some high knees, nice and slow. Bringing your knee up, warming up your legs, warming up your hip flexors. Good. Let's do some arm circles. We'll go forward. Get your shoulders stretched out, backwards. Awesome. All right, let's do some wrist stretches, fingers up to the ceiling. Use your opposite hand to pull your fingers back towards your body. Good. Point your fingers to the ground. Pull back. Let's switch to the opposite side. Pull your fingers back towards your body. Get a good stretch in your wrist and your forearm. Fingers to the ground. Pulling back. Good. Let's point and flex our foot. Get your ankles stretched out. You can roll them too if you would like. Switch to the other side. All right. Now that we're warmed up, let's move in to the hip part of this workout. So this is going to be just like all the other weeks. 5 exercises, 10 reps of each, 30-second break, 9 reps of each, 30-second break until you reach 1 rep. So I will demonstrate the exercises for you first. The first one is going to be a heel elevated goblet squat. So this is where you're going to want your book. I have a gym plate here. If you have something like this at home, you can use that as well. We're going to do legs close together. Heels are going to be up on that book. Dumbbell is going to be at your chest. We're going to squat down as low as we can. Knees are going to come a little bit apart. You don't want to have them squeezed together like this. Push them back up, just like that. Second exercise will be lateral raises. So dumbbells out in front of you, raising your arms up out to the side, slight bend in your elbows, stopping at your shoulders, and back down. Third exercise, we're going to do side steps. So we're going to come into a bit of a squat here. Core is tight. We're going to step to the right, step to the left, holding this squat position the whole time. The last 2 exercises, we're going to get down onto the ground floor for. We're going to grab our dumbbells. First one will be chest flies, laying on your back. Dumbbells are up above you, bringing your arms out to the side, feeling a good stretch in your chest here. Elbows are bent, bringing them back up in front of you. And the last exercise is going to be tuck-ins. It's going to be a core exercise. So you're going to sit up a little bit. Hands are going to be on the ground behind you. You're going to lean back. Legs are extended out. You're going to tuck in, bringing your knees up to your chest and going back out. Just like that. If you need to, these 2 exercises that are on the floor, you can modify to a chair. You can be standing if you need to, whatever feels good for you. All right. I'm going to get started with our heel elevated goblet squats. 10 reps of everything for this first round. Let's get set and down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's do lateral raises. Out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Set your dumbbells down. We're going to do side steps, get in that squat position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get down to the ground. Chest flies first. Grab your dumbbells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Set your dumbbells down for tuck-ins. Hands behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. 30-second break. All right, make sure you've got some water nearby. Get a towel if you need to wipe your sweat. All right, take your time getting up. If you need to, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my dumbbell to get set for our next round. We've got 9 reps of each exercise this time. When you're ready, get set for goblet squats and down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Good. Lateral raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Good. Set them down. Let's do side steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Awesome. Go ahead and get down to the ground. Grab your dumbbells for chest flies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Awesome. Sit up for tuck-ins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Awesome. Go ahead and rest for 30 seconds. 2 rounds done, 8 rounds to go. All right. Take a breather. Take your time getting up if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and grab my dumbbell to get ready. 8 reps this time. Let's go ahead and get set in place for goblet squats. When you're ready, let's go down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lateral raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. Side steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good job. Down to the ground for chest flies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. Set up for tuck-ins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome job. Relax for this 30-second break. Make sure you drink some water. If this 30 seconds isn't long enough for you, that's totally fine. Pause the video, restart it when you're ready to keep going. But let's try to challenge ourselves. If you've been pausing in previous weeks, let's try to go without pausing this time. Go ahead and get up if you're not there. Get ready for goblet squats. Going for 7 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Lateral raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Awesome. Side steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Great job. Let's get down to the ground for chest flies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Great job. Sit up for tuck-ins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Awesome. Take a breather. 30-second rest. Take your time standing up if you need to. All right, 6 rounds left. Going for 6 reps this time of each exercise. All right, make sure you're still focusing on the workouts, focusing on the muscles that you're working, not trying to rush through. When you're ready, let's go down for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Lateral raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Awesome. Side steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Great job. Down to the ground for chest flies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Awesome. 6 tuck-ins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Great job. 30-second break. We are halfway through this HIIT workout. Take your time standing up. Get some water. All right, 5 reps this time. These last 5 rounds are gonna fly by. Make sure you're not rushing through. Still working hard, I know you're tired, but you've got it. Let's get set. 5 reps this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lateral raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Side steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great job. Down to the ground for chest flies. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Tuck-ins. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 30-second breather. Get some water. Wipe your sweat if you need to. We've got 4 rounds left, 4 reps of each exercise. Go ahead and stand up when you're ready. Take some deep breaths if you need to. Grab your dumbbell. Get set for 4 reps of goblet squats. All right, when you're ready, down for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lateral raises. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. Side steps. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good job. Down to the ground for chest flies. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 tuck-ins. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great job. 3 more rounds. You can do it. I know you're getting tired, but we're so close to being done. Go ahead and stand up when you're ready. Grab your dumbbell. All right, 3 reps this time of each exercise. Get some water, take a breather. Go ahead and get set for goblet squats. Heels are up. Dumbbell is at your chest. Let's go down for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Keeping it slow and controlled still. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Side steps. 1, 2, and 3. Down to the ground for chest flies. 1, 2, 3. Good. 3 tuck-ins. 1, 2, and 3. Good job. Go ahead and rest. All right. 2 more rounds. We are so close to being done. 2 reps this time. All right. Stand up if you're not there yet. Grab your dumbbell. Drink some water. Let's push through these last 2 rounds. Let's get set for goblet squats. When you're ready, down for 2. 1 and 2. Lateral raises. 1 and 2. Good. Side steps. 1 and 2. Chest flies. 1 and 2. Good. Tuck-ins. 1 and 2. Oh, great job. 1 more round, then we can do our cool down. We'll be all done with week 10. Let's push through this last round. All right, stand up if you're not there yet. You can do it. So close to being done. Grab your dumbbell. Heels are up. Dumbbells at our chest. When you're ready, let's go down for 1. 1. Lateral raises for 1. Good. Side steps. 1. Down to the ground for chest flies. 1 and 1 tuck in. 1. All right. Great job. We are all done with the hip part of the workout. Let's go ahead. We'll do our cool down on the ground since we're here already. Go ahead and extend your right leg out to the side. You can bring your left foot in to touch your inner thigh. Reach down to the right. Hold here for just a few. Good. Go ahead and switch. Kick your left leg out. Right foot comes in. Down to the left side. Stretching out your legs, stretching out your lower back. Good. Let's sit up. Go ahead and bring your feet together to meet in the middle for a butterfly stretch. This is too much pressure. You can extend your feet out a little further for a diamond stretch. Go ahead and lean down into it. Keeping a flat back here. Good. All right. Go ahead and sit up. Let's bring our right arm across our chest for a shoulder stretch. Switch for the left side. Good. Let's do arms above our head. We're going to bring our right arm down, using our left hand to push that elbow down, stretching our shoulder and our tricep. Switch to the other side. Good job. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for week 10 of this HIIT program, and I will see you next week.